The sweet spots indicator, which is offered for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on your chart. Additionally, astute and discerning traders can thoroughly read through this comprehensive page to gain a deeper understanding of precisely how this particular indicator functions and its overall operational capabilities and inherent functionality. From the Navigator section, select the indicator file and drag it onto the chart to run the indicator. Once the indicator is placed on the chart, it starts identifying and displaying the psychological support and resistance levels of the market on the chart. Technical analysis traders can use these levels to see the market's round levels and areas where there is a likelihood of price reaction. Here I am changing the color of the levels. As we can clearly observe in this particular section, when the main level is decisively broken to the upside and the price subsequently pulls back, we can confidently enter a strategic buy position, or alternatively, we can effectively utilize these significant levels as either strong resistance or reliable support levels within the market. Traders can also precisely place their orders on the main levels or on the sub-levels, which are clearly displayed as distinct dots. Based on this visual information, they can then confidently enter either buy or sell positions within the dynamic market. In the Settings section under the Input tab, there are several important options available to us. In the very first input field, we can precisely specify the exact number of levels that are meticulously drawn both above and below the current price point on the chart. By default, this particular setting is initially set to 100, which means the indicator automatically draws a full 100 distinct levels for us, providing a comprehensive visual representation. I can change this value as I wish. In the next input, we can select the numerical intervals that are used to identify round numbers and psychological levels, which by default is set to 100. That means specifically the indicator will meticulously draw every single 100-unit interval for us, with the noticeably thick lines being considered as the primary or main lines, and you can clearly see their precise values displayed here. For instance, we have level 1270, then moving down we observe level 1260, and finally we can identify level 1250. These distinct levels provide important reference points for analysis, and the lines that are noticeably thinner are considered to represent the 50% level, positioned precisely between each primary main level. These primary main levels are specifically identified as level 1450, followed by level 1140, and finally, the significant level 1450 is clearly and prominently displayed here for your observation. In the next input, we can change the color of the main lines and the primary lines to any color we want. In the next input, we can choose the drawing style of the main lines. Among the 5 distinct styles, solid, dash, dot, and dash dot dot, that are readily available here, we can conveniently select a numerical value from 0 to 4, with the default setting pre-established as 0 or solid. And if I proceed to enter the number 1 here, the drawing style will then be displayed as dash. In the very next input, we are able to either enable or completely disable the visual display of the secondary lines. If we meticulously set this particular option to a value of true, then the secondary lines will be clearly shown as distinct dots. In the next input, we can specify the distance between the secondary lines and the main lines, which is set to 250 points by default, so every 250 points a line will be drawn. In the next input, we can choose the color of the secondary lines as desired, and finally, we can set the drawing style of these lines to our preference from among the options: solid, dash dot, and dash dot dot. By default, this particular setting is typically configured to be set to 2, which represents a specific operational state, or alternatively, it is configured to operate in what is known as the dot mode, a distinct and often utilized configuration. It is generally recommended that professional traders always use the default value settings that are preset in the system's configurations, but if it becomes absolutely necessary, based on the specific trading symbol being utilized and the particular timeframes that are currently in use, we have the flexibility to carefully adjust and modify the value accordingly, and, in accordance with our detailed level analysis, strategically enter either buy or sell positions within the dynamic market environment. Alright friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be truly happy and grateful if you could kindly share your valuable comments and insightful suggestions with us in the dedicated comments section below. Bye.